Codonopsis is used as a lung tonic, a stress adaptogen, a breastfeeding tonic. It fights fatigue, helps diabetes. It's used for chronic illness with weakness, respiratory problems, liver disease, to boost the brain, and for beautiful skin and hair. Codonopsis pilosa, commonly known as Codonopsis, is a species of perennial flowering plants belonging to the Campanillaceae bellflower family. It grows in meadows, forests, and scrubs. Woodland bonnet bellflower, or poor man's ginseng, are common names for this plant. Codonopsis has a central place in Chinese herbal medicine as a gentle tonic that increases energy levels and helps the body adapt to stress. Codonopsis is supposed to be similar in action to ginseng, but it has a milder and has a shorter lasting effect. It's given to those who find ginseng too strong a tonic, and is used interchangeably with ginseng in Chinese herbal formulas. Research has confirmed the ability of Codonopsis to help increase endurance to stress and to maintain alertness. It's no stranger to most Chinese, since this herb is a common ingredient in everyday recipes of soup and steam dishes. In China, it's better known as Dang Shen, a major tonic for nourishing the vitality. Some health benefits. It's used as a lung tonic, a stress adaptogen, a breastfeeding tonic. It fights fatigue, helps diabetes, helps chronic illness with weakness, helps respiratory problems, helps liver diseases, boosts brain function, and helps improve skin and hair. In Chinese herbal medicine, Codonopsis is considered to tone the qi, lungs, and spleen. It improves vitality and helps to balance metabolic function. It's a gentle tonic remedy that helps to recover the system as a whole. Codonopsis is taken in particular for tired limbs, general fatigue, and for digestive problems such as appetite loss, vomiting, and diarrhea. It is beneficial in any chronic illness where the spleen qi deficiency is a contributing factor. Codonopsis is given as a tonic to people who are stressed and have a false fire symptom, including tense neck muscles, headaches, irritability, and high blood pressure, and who find the tonic action of ginseng too strong. Codonopsis is supposedly more successful in reducing levels of adrenaline and therefore stress than ginseng. Codonopsis helps to relieve chronic coughs, shortness of breath, and chronic excessive phlegm of the lungs and the sinuses. In cases of dryness and heat of the lungs, Codonopsis has a moistening effect on the tissues. It also helps to ease asthma attacks by decreasing the production of hormones that cause constriction of the bronchial passages. The herb is taken regularly by nursing mothers in China to increase milk production and to build strong blood. This plant is one of the traditional Chinese medicinal herbs used in treating diabetes and reducing the complications that arise from diabetes. Research in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, traditional Chinese medicinal herbs flashed abundant interest because they may be vital for treating severe chronic diseases like diabetes, while producing fewer side effects than most conventional medications. They also cost less and offer better patient tolerance than pharmaceutical drugs. According to this study, it lowers blood glucose considerably. Codonopsis clears excessive mucus from the lungs and is useful for respiratory problems, including shortness of breath and asthma. Codonopsis may help to protect against alcohol fatty liver disease, according to research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's used to lower blood pressure, which this could imply that it also benefits the liver. Codonopsis combined with ginkgo biloba can help to enhance memory and learning better than using ginkgo alone. Research results published in the Alternative Therapies in Health and Medicine used to determine the usefulness of several Chinese herbs, showed that mixing Codonopsis with ginkgo produced much better results than just using ginkgo alone. Codonopsis builds blood, particularly red blood cells and hemoglobin. Additionally, it cleanses the blood, providing for smooth, elastic, and radiant skin. It also expands blood vessels and lowers blood pressure. It's considered as an adaptogenic herb due to its ability to strengthen the body's ability to be able to adapt to change, moderate stress, and to balance metabolic functions within the body. Possibly because of its immune-enhancing effects and its ability to boost the blood supply, Codonopsis has long been used to treat general fatigue as well as illnesses that weaken the body like anemia. It's traditionally been used with extreme debility, weakness and wasting disorders, particularly where there's damage to the fluids of the body, demonstrating heat signs, fever and thirst. It fortifies the immune system and not only supports the immune functions in cancer patients, but also protects the cells in the body from the damaging effects of radiation. It's not been determined if Codonopsis may cause drug-herb interactions with patients who are utilizing chemotherapy, though. Codonopsis is an important herb in Chinese medicine. It's a gentle tonic that increases energy levels and helps the body adapt to stress. The roots consist of saponins, triterpenes, and sterols. It's similar in action to ginseng. It's a sweet, warm, soothing herb that's taken as an energy tonic. It acts mainly on the spleen, lungs, and stomach, raising secretions of bodily fluids and blood sugar levels and encouraging the immune system. Research has shown that it increases hemoglobin and red blood cell levels and lowers blood pressure. It also helps increase endurance to stress and promotes alertness. Roots and the whole plant are adaptogenic, appetizer, digestive, galactagogue, sialagogue, and tonic in nature. It's taken internally in the treatment of low energy, poor appetite and digestion, anemia, shallow breathing, and debility after illness. It's often cooked with rice until it's glutinous and then used as a tonic food. Dried root is decocted with other herbs and used to treat a wide range of ailments. Roots of the plants, at least 3 years old, are harvested in the autumn and can be used fresh or dried. It acts mainly on the spleen, lungs, and stomach, raising secretions of bodily fluids and blood sugar levels, lowering the blood pressure and stimulating the immune system. It's also thought to be helpful for diarrhea, vomiting, flatulence, and excessive stomach acid. Other ailments that have been treated with Codonopsis are headache, when it's due to high blood pressure, muscle tension, or indigestion, chronic cough, and shortness of breath. The herb is considered to have blood-building properties and be effective in reducing chronic fatigue syndrome. It's also used as a styptic agent in cases of uterine bleeding and excessive menstruation. It's also been used as a herbal remedy for arthritis and other conditions of the muscles and the joints. Codonopsis remedies have been used in the treatment of asthma and even cancer. Codonopsis has been used to increase stamina and endurance. Traditional Chinese medical practitioners also suggest that Codonopsis remedies relieve tension in the muscles as well as aid in treating indigestion and related abdominal disorders. It's also been used in the treatment of autoimmune disorders like lupus. Codonopsis has been used to treat peptic ulcers and other ulceration in the body. It is an astringent and is used to heal abundant uterine bleeding and also to treat rheumatic as well as other types of aching joints. A common dose of Codonopsis is 6 to 15 grams when used in conjunction with other herbs in decoction, extracts or powders. It's often used on its own, and the dose may be as high as 30 to 60 grams per day. It may cause dizziness. Avoid in individuals with a known allergy or hypersensitivity to Codonopsis. It must be used carefully in patients with bleeding disorders or who are taking anticoagulant or antiplatelet agents. It should be used cautiously in patients who are taking laxatives or stool softeners, or who have inflamed bowel or appendicitis. It should be used thoughtfully in patients who are using antacids or gastric reflux medications, as the Codonopsis may reduce gastric acid pepsin secretion. And it should be used cautiously in patients using oral medications, as Codonopsis may prevent gastrointestinal movement. Avoid using in women who are trying to become pregnant. Codonopsis may slow down blood clotting and increase the risk of bleeding. People with bleeding disorders should avoid using this herb. Because it can slow down blood clotting, you should not use this herb in the run-up to a scheduled surgery also.